Mint Dice is proud to bring you a CryptoSmarts series, a 100% unbiased non-affiliate paid article set that will focus on relatively simple ways you can boost your privacy, take power away from overbearing governments and corporations while also doing relative good for society all at the same time with minimal effort. Rest assured that anything suggested here is solely for your own benefit. The first part of this series will look at email providers. This article will partially educate you on the important aspects to look for when choosing an email provider, and after that synopsis, provide you with a number of different email providers to choose from. Why should I care? As far as basic security goes, email tends to be part of the foundation of people's internet lives. For many websites and account providers, having an email is the very basis for signing up. As a focal point to one's existence on the internet, even if they get relatively minimal use in the present day relative to social media or the like, they still leave a very large fingerprint and metadata which governments and corporations can and will only use against you for their own benefit. Most people these days use Gmail accounts through Google. Unfortunately, it's been documented that Gmail reads and scans all outgoing and incoming content for metadata which it will then use to create a profile about yourself, which it can then use to target you with advertising and pin you to certain demographics. As is often said, if the product is free, then you are the product. And as is the case with the tech giants like Google, them offering you a free email account is anything but free. There are consequences with accepting such providers that trace you with every step you take as you navigate around the web. Fortunately, there are many ways to circumvent this, even at no cost. There are many email providers that cost mere pennies per day to operate, and some are even free with paid versions if you want expanded functionality, storage or other such services. And the question must then be asked, if you can do so much to the backbone of your internet operations for $0.00, $0.05 per day, why not? It's affordable for virtually all budgets and goes a long way to protecting yourself and taking power away from higher authorities and bringing it back to the common person. The highest cost for most people probably isn't the actual cost of the email, but rather switching from their current email account to a new one. I'd argue this is more than worth the temporal investment. Even if it takes you 10 or 20 hours to switch your accounts and contacts over to a new email address, you will now have a solid email to fall back on for years and decades to come. It will pay dividends to you in ways that you can't even imagine yet, that will increase over time as well as privacy continues to weaken across the board worldwide. The sooner you switch, the better off you'll be and the happier you'll end up becoming in the long run. Also, the sooner you switch, the less work it will take you to eventually switch over in the long run as well. What should I look for in email providers? There are many issues that can make or break good email providers, and we'll try to keep it as simple as possible, not based in one of the 5 I's or preferably one of the 14 I's countries. Encrypts account data and makes end-to-end encryption easy and streamlined. Protects a user's IP address, doesn't require overbearing user information to sign up. Accepts payment in Bitcoin/cryptocurrency. Uses a whole host of best industry security practices beyond the scope of discussion here. Reputable long-standing companies in good standing with the privacy community and non-shady/honest marketing practices. The bullet point list right there will cover most of what's important. You really want to be able to trust your provider, so them having both an ethical reputation but also using best security practices and open source protocols when possible will help ensure you that everything is on the up and up. Meanwhile, you also need to make sure that things are kosher on you. You can read full post on CryptoFans News, link available in text below.